You've probably heard people say it before. I wish I'd started taking care of myself sooner. Maybe you've even said it yourself. But what if I told you that it's never too late? That no matter your age, there are simple habits so powerful they can transform how you feel today and tomorrow. This isn't just theory, this is lived experience. At 92 years old, I'm living proof. My joints still move freely, my mind stays sharp, and I haven't had a cold, not one, in over 3 decades. And trust me, it's not luck or genetics. It all comes down to 5 daily habits that rewired my body and gave me back control of my life. When I was younger, Shihang Yi once warned me, if you don't slow down now, your body will force you to later. Back then, I didn't listen. By the time I hit my 60s, I felt stiff, sluggish, and constantly on edge. I stumbled out of bed like gravity itself had grown heavier overnight. My digestion slowed, my joints ached, and my energy vanished by mid-morning. Worst of all, I couldn't shake the feeling that my body was betraying me. Sound familiar? If it does, let me tell you something. You're not alone. But here's the good news. You have more power than you think. Over the past 30+ years, I've discovered small, consistent actions that anyone can do, regardless of age or fitness level. These aren't flashy trends or expensive supplements. They're timeless practices rooted in science and simplicity. Together, they've helped me reclaim vitality, resilience, and joy. So grab a pen, or better yet, pause whatever you're doing right now, and prepare to hear about the habits that changed everything for me. Because while aging might be inevitable, decline doesn't have to be. Habit number 1, the 90-second morning movement ritual. Let's start where every great day begins, with movement. Not exercise, not stretching, but something far simpler. Every single morning, before my feet even touch the floor, I move. And when I say move, I mean intentionally. This isn't just tossing off the covers and rushing to check my phone. No, this is a ritual, a signal to my body that says, today we wake up, today we live. Here's why it matters. When you first wake up, your body is essentially asleep, not just mentally but physically too. Your blood is thicker, your joints stiffer, and your nervous system groggy. Most people ignore this fact. They swing their legs out of bed, stumble to the bathroom, and dive headfirst into stress. What happens next? Falls, stiffness, foggy thinking. It's no wonder mornings feel miserable for so many. But imagine flipping that script. Imagine starting each day with intention instead of chaos. Here's what I do. I lie flat on my back and take 3 deep breaths. Then I stretch my fingers wide, wiggle my toes, and slowly rotate my ankles and wrists. That's it. 90 seconds. No yoga mat, no complicated poses. Just gentle motion designed to send blood flowing to my limbs, oxygen to my brain, and awareness to my muscles. Why does this work? Well, studies from institutions like the National Institute on Aging confirm what I've experienced firsthand. Gentle mobility exercises in the morning boost circulation, improve balance, and enhance mental clarity throughout the day. For older adults especially, these tiny movements reduce the risk of falls and calm the nervous system. Now let me paint a picture of what my mornings used to look like. In my early 60s, I'd wake up stiff as a board. My legs felt heavy, my head foggy. Once, I actually tripped over my slippers because my feet hadn't fully woken up yet. It was embarrassing, sure, but also alarming. That's when I realized something crucial. If I didn't send a clear signal to my body that it was time to activate, it would keep hitting snooze, literally and figuratively. Fast forward to today. Now, I don't skip this habit, ever. It's non-negotiable, like brushing my teeth or drinking water. I do it before coffee, before checking the news, and definitely before scrolling through social media. Why? Because consistency beats intensity every time. Research from the Mayo Clinic supports this idea. According to their findings, low-intensity mobility practices done consistently can lower inflammation markers, support joint health, and regulate blood pressure, all critical factors for healthy aging. And guess what? You don't need fancy equipment or hours of free time to make this happen. All you need is 90 seconds and the willingness to whisper to your body, "We're still in this together." Habit number 2, the golden glass, a daily immune-boosting drink. After I move, I drink. Not coffee, not tea, but something far more potent. Call it my golden glass. A warm concoction of lemon, turmeric, and black pepper that primes my immune system, fights inflammation, and jumpstarts digestion every single morning. This isn't some trendy wellness drink you'll find on Instagram or TikTok. It's a habit I've relied on for over 30 years. Yes, 30 years. And during that time, I haven't caught a cold. Not once. Let that sink in for a moment. The recipe couldn't be simpler. Heat a cup of water until it's warm, not boiling. Squeeze in half a lemon, add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and finish with a pinch of black pepper. Stir, sip, and let it work its magic. What makes this drink so effective? Let's break it down. Lemon juice floods your body with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that supports white blood cell production, the front line of your immune system. According to research from the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University, vitamin C not only helps prevent illness, but also shortens its duration, especially for older adults. Plus, lemons stimulate bile production in the liver, which aids digestion and prevents toxin buildup. Next comes turmeric, nature's most potent anti-inflammatory root. Its active compound, curcumin, has been studied extensively and shown to lower inflammatory markers associated with chronic diseases, joint pain, and cognitive decline. One study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that curcumin supplementation improved immune function and reduced oxidative stress in aging adults. But here's the secret weapon: black pepper. Without it, turmeric barely enters your bloodstream. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. So yes, those three ingredients, lemon, turmeric, and black pepper, are truly a powerhouse combination. When I first started drinking this elixir, I noticed immediate benefits. Within 2 weeks, my digestion improved. Bloating disappeared, and my joints felt looser. A few months later, I realized I hadn't been sick in nearly a year. Fast forward 3 decades and I still swear by it. Viruses may come knocking, but my body no longer rolls out the red carpet for them. Why? Because this golden glass sends a message to my immune system. We're on offense today. Habit number 3, the anti-inflammatory walk that rebuilds me. Walking isn't just exercise, it's medicine. Every day, rain or shine, I step outside for a 15-minute walk. No headphones, no distractions, just movement and breath. When I was in my 60s, I used to jog. I thought sweating was the key to staying young. Then I read a study that changed my perspective forever. It showed that walking, simple, steady walking, could reduce systemic inflammation, regulate blood sugar, boost memory, and even decrease mortality rates by 39%. That's when I stopped chasing sweat and started embracing rhythm. Walking isn't just about moving your body forward, it resets everything else. Your joints, your lymphatic system, your nervous system, even your thoughts. And here's the kicker. I do it every day, no matter what. Sometimes it's just around the block, but I never miss it. Not because I'm disciplined, but because I've seen what happens when I don't. Stiffness sets in, joints ache, thoughts get cloudy, digestion slows. Science backs this up. Studies show that walking reduces levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation, and boosts creativity and mental clarity. Personally, I focus on my breath during these walks, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, and smile. Smiling activates the vagus nerve, which regulates inflammation, heart rate, and digestion. By the time I return home, I feel reset, like I've pressed refresh on my entire being. Habit number 4, prioritizing protein after 60. Protein is foundational. After turning 60, I learned that my body became less efficient at absorbing and using protein. To maintain muscle, memory, immunity, and healing, I needed more, not less. My breakfast became sacred. Instead of cereal or toast, I started eating boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, walnuts, and blueberries. Altogether, that's over 25 grams of high-quality protein, plus anti-inflammatories, healthy fats, and antioxidants. Research confirms this approach. Older adults who consume 25-30 grams of protein per meal have better muscle mass, fewer hospitalizations, and longer lifespans. Protein fuels immune cells, repairs tissue, and keeps the brain sharp. Habit number 5, mental tuning for resilience. Before speaking to anyone, I sit quietly for 3 minutes and visualize the kind of day I want to have. Neuroscience shows that vivid imagination rewires the brain, training it to stay calm, focused, and resilient. Chronic stress kills immunity, but mental tuning combats it. If you're reading this, there's a good chance something inside you has shifted. Maybe it was a moment in the mirror that made you pause longer than usual. Or perhaps it was a comment from a loved one, a result from a recent blood test, or just a quiet feeling that you could be doing better by yourself. Whatever sparked it, that shift is important. It's the beginning of change. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. In fact, trying to do too much at once often leads to burnout, frustration, and eventually giving up altogether. Real, lasting transformation happens not through grand gestures, but through small, consistent choices, the kind that build on each other until suddenly, months later, you realize how far you've come. So here's the challenge. Start tomorrow. Not next week, not after your vacation, not once things settle down. Start tomorrow. Commit to just one habit, one single manageable action that aligns with your health goals and values. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to be real. Maybe that means choosing water over soda during lunch. Perhaps it's taking a 10-minute walk after dinner instead of sitting down right away. Or maybe it's simply preparing your own breakfast instead of grabbing whatever is quickest. These may seem like tiny decisions, but they are powerful declarations to your body and mind. I care about you. This isn't about perfection, it's about intentionality. It's about showing up for yourself, even when motivation is low and old habits whisper louder than your resolve. Because every time you make that choice, even if you slip up the next day, you reinforce a new identity, someone who prioritizes their well-being. Let's talk about what that really means. Health is not a number on a scale or a certain clothing size. It's not about fitting into someone else's ideal. True health is about energy, resilience, clarity, strength, and peace of mind. It's about being able to live fully, playing with your kids, climbing stairs without shortness of breath, sleeping deeply, waking up refreshed, and having the mental stamina to handle life's ups and downs. But let's also acknowledge something. Starting can be hard. Old patterns are comfortable even when they no longer serve us. There's comfort in routine, even if that routine includes skipping meals, overeating at night, or ignoring the aches that keep creeping up. Breaking free from those patterns takes courage, self-awareness, and commitment. That's why we say, start small. Focus on one thing. Make it so easy that you can't talk yourself out of it. If you want to move more, commit to 5 minutes of stretching each morning. If you want to eat better, choose one meal a day where you'll add more vegetables. If you want to sleep better, turn off screens 30 minutes before bed. The key is consistency, not intensity. A tiny habit done regularly will always outperform an ambitious plan abandoned halfway through. And here's another secret. Habits don't happen in isolation. They thrive in community. That's why we encourage you to share your journey, not to seek validation, but to create connection. Whether it's with a friend, a support group, or online, telling your story helps solidify your commitment. It makes your goals real, and it opens the door for others to join you, to cheer you on, and to grow alongside you. We invite you to use the hashtag #WhatSoHealthyAtAnyAge as a way to connect with others who are walking a similar path. Share your wins, your struggles, your recipes, your workouts, your thoughts. Every post is a reminder that you're not alone, and that health is not exclusive to the young, the fit, or the naturally disciplined. It belongs to everyone willing to take the first step. You might feel unsure or even embarrassed at first. Maybe you think your progress is too slow or that you don't look the part yet. But remember, transformation begins long before it becomes visible. Every healthy choice you make ripples outward, touching your mood, your relationships, your productivity, and your sense of self-worth. And if you fall off track, that's okay. Life is messy. Progress isn't linear. Some days you'll forget your water bottle. Other days you'll skip the gym. There might be weeks where everything feels like a struggle. But here's the beautiful thing. It's never too late to begin again. Every single day offers a fresh opportunity to recommit, to show up for yourself, to choose nourishment over convenience, movement over stillness, rest over burnout. Each morning is a blank page. What will you write on it? Maybe today you'll decide to meal prep for the week ahead. Maybe tomorrow you'll try a gentle yoga video online. Next week, you might sign up for a beginner's fitness class. A month from now, you could be cooking balanced meals without even thinking about it. 6 months from now, you'll look back and wonder how you ever lived any other way. Because that's how change works. Slowly at first, then all at once. So go ahead, write the first sentence of your new story. Choose one habit, start tomorrow. And remember, you don't need permission to prioritize your health. You deserve it exactly as you are right now. Take the first step. We're cheering you on.